It's funny because a lot of people wonder what happened. You know, why are you guys doing solo careers now? What they don't know is that years ago, when we signed to do Heaven, which was our second major release on Capitol Records, we both signed to do solo projects.
We've always talked about doing solo things, you know, and we're not the Brady Bunch. We're definitely a real family. So at this point in time in our lives, it was like, you know what? Why don't you go do that solo album? Because I could use a vacation from you, and you could probably use a vacation from me.
CeCe had came to my husband and myself, and she had told us what God had told her. She said, he want me to do a solo album, and I want to call it CeCe Alone in His Presence. I was like, CeCe, that's great. She said, because I want to show the people how to be alone in His presence and what it is to be alone in His presence.
She had a lot of reservations about it because it was new ground. It was new territory for her.
Alone in His Presence was the first solo project for me, and it was very weird. It was very scary for me. I didn't hear BB's voice anywhere. It's gonna be all right. I was really alone. It was like starting all over again.
Actually, it was Angie's idea for her to start the record out saying, I'm CeCe, and I'm alone in His presence.
I'm CeCe, and I'm alone in His presence.
Well, that was probably the hardest thing on the record to get on tape. We went through 30 or 40 takes of that.
But he's like, well, I'll see you at the Grammys. And I was like, see you at the Grammys, Cedric, please.
Alone in This Presence, CeCe Winans.
We got a Grammy for our first solo album. Praise the Lord.
CeCe grew tremendously from the solo experience. And because of that, she's become an unbelievable business person as well as performer.
She's been an exceptional ambassador in her own way.
She wanted to give something back to the community, so she established a nonprofit foundation and called it Sharing the Vision.
It's a foundation that, what can I say, that I'm very proud of because we're making a difference in people's lives. My Sister's Keeper is more of a support group for young women, really from ages 15, I think, to 30. They meet every Monday, talk about any and everything.
My Sister's Keeper has become a great support system for me. They've taught me how to love myself, even though I've made mistakes in the past, to just accept it and to move on.
Another endeavor of ours is to bring awareness to teen suicide, something that I was totally ignorant of. I had no idea we were losing so many teenagers, so many young people, all ages, all races, to suicide. And Camp CeCe. We get a chance to take kids out of their environment and show them something beautiful. A lot of kids never experience camp. They never experience a non-violent situation.
About 5 years ago, CeCe called a number of us together and said that God had given her a vision for an entertainment company. And she even had the name. The name was called Wellspring. It was a record label. It was a management company. It did plays. It did concerts. It did everything.
I knew she was different. And I didn't know she had the leadership ability that she has now.
I think she's headed towards being an incredible businesswoman. And the good thing is she wants to see other people just as blessed as she is. So her growth is not going to be just CeCe being someplace, but it's also going to be CeCe reaching out and pulling people along with her.
She
has no ego problem. She'll try anything, and I think that's why we got such great vocal performances from her. She's just there are no limitations when it comes to her voice.
She's never made me feel like a fan. She's always made me feel like someone who, like, she enjoyed meeting me just as much as I enjoyed meeting her.
She wasn't afraid to be very bold about, about her feelings as far as her spirituality and, and present day, world issues.
It is about ministry to her. She's very serious about this. I mean, she has a wonderful laugh. She's got a wonderful spirit about her. But this is very important to her, that people understand that there is a joy in knowing God and singing this music.
Without love, there's no need to prophesy. Without love, there would be no blue skies. Without love, we're all just wasting time. Love's the key to eternal life.